Welcome to the Newtown B's 5 Churchill Road building. This video was prepared to show you our site on Commerce Road, where all of our papers are printed. From the Newtown Bee to the Antiques and the Arts Weekly to the Bee Extra, our printing facility produces many copies of our products each week. When running, our printers produce 25,000 copies per hour. But before our stories, photos, and advertisements are sent to press, they are first sent through a layout process here at our 5 Churchill Road building. For the Antiques and the Arts Weekly, each story and photo is laid out by hand. You'll learn more about that later in your tour. For the Newtown Bee, layout is completed on the computer by our layout department. You'll also learn more about that later too. Once the paper is checked and looks ready to print, a photo is taken and sent to our Commerce Road printing facility, where they use the photo negative to create a plate, which works like a stamp for each page of our publications. Here, Brian shows us how a machine transfers the photo to a plate. The negative is laid on top of the plate, and a strong bulb burns the image from the negative to the plate.
Just close it up like that, throw the air on. The vacuum pulls the image down, flat against the plate.
I've fast-forwarded the process for you here.
Take the negative off. And then you got an image burned on the plate.
Once the image is on the plate, it is put through another machine that chemically cleans all of the green off to leave the image on the plate. I've fast-forwarded this process for you too. Each plate is brought to its own machine and ordered by page number. To print our papers, we store 15,000 pounds of ink here, and it is funneled by pipes to the machines. Each roll of newsprint paper used to publish our publications weighs nearly 1,000 pounds. Here, Brian shows us how the plates are loaded to print each page.
This is called an impression. This is what, if you look over here, these are called blankets in here. These two rollers in here, these two big cylinders. When you bring that up, it presses the blankets against the paper, and that's what brings your image onto the paper. We're hanging on the edge of the cylinder so it holds it on there. Make sure it's all lined up, square and straight.
Brian also showed us other parts of the machine that help print newspapers.
These units here, these rollers touch the plate, which transfers the ink to the plate. These are water rollers here. You need water to keep the image clean on the plate. These are the ink fountains. That's what holds the ink on there, and it transfers from this ink ball to this one right down to all the rollers to the ink form roller. You set your ink color of how much ink you want to put where. So like if you got a solid here, like right here, maybe you'd open up the keys a little bit more to put more ink down. Just got some type, maybe back it off because you don't need so much ink on the type.
If paper needs to be cut to form the Bee Extra, this machine is used. Brian explained paper moves down the machine to where a blade chops the paper.
So it comes around to cut. See, it was all one sheet. It's cutting it this way now. Gotcha. So it comes around the cylinder, and then it gets these grippers right here, grab the paper, goes around this drum, and then down here, it drops onto this belt.
These machines order the papers together, then drop them onto a chain guide in sequence to move along the process. If papers need to be stapled, this machine gets the job done. Near the end of the process, this machine labels each paper before they are passed along to be stacked in groups of 20 or 30. Finally, before being loaded into cardboard boxes for shipping, the stacks of papers are put through a 600-degree shrink wrap machine. So, let's watch the process in action.